Can Christians drink wine on holidays or during
That was a great
holidays?
time to finish. That was the perfect opportunity, and thank you for bringing this up. You should have kept it there. So, can a Christian drink wine? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Why not?
So, can you read the question again?
That was the question.
So, can a Christian drink wine, right? Well, technically, every person can drink it. Yes or no? Oh, yeah. Well, and as Christians, we usually do it once a week. We're going to actually have it, a little sip of that, as we're going to be doing communion, right? So it's going to be there.
This is going to lead us into communion.
It's going to lead us into communion. It's the weird way of getting into the communion, but it'll lead us into that, right? So, but when it comes to this, again, it's a great question, but let me answer it in this way. By the way, Proverbs talks quite a bit about, not to be a drunkard, not to look at wine, how it kind of plays around and everything. But I know one thing, that we would love to be, as a church, God really led us to serve people in a really broken communities, right? That are quite often on alcohol or drugs, for this matter, and other things. It's something that is really being abused quite a bit. And we would love to be a place of healing, not a place of hurt. So as a church, we strive to, and when it comes to the leadership of the church, we decided not just stay away from alcohol. We're not going to be battling back and forth if it's okay or not okay and things like that. Because if you'd love to prove that you can drink wine or alcohol, for this matter, including hard liquor, whatever it is, right? You can find a justification of that, and I believe it may sound really reasonable. If for the opponents that said no wine is allowed, we can find a lot of verses in the Bible as well talking about this. But it's a choice that we'll make as the church. We try to stay away from alcohol. Again, not because of claiming sin. Well, excessive use of alcohol is sin. The Bible is really clear on that. As far as sipping alcohol, for at the lunchtime or dinner time and stuff like that, I would say, please let us be, again, the community that brings healing to people. You can substitute wine with a great, with a really great quality, a grape juice and whatever, if you really need that, taste, in there. But just let us bring healing to the community. Let us bring something that would be able to actually present it. And after I say this, you know what, folks, I love you so much that I personally decided, and with the leadership of the church, not to drink wine or any other alcohol, including beer, including hard liquors and everything like that. And it's something that I would love to do it for you, right? So that you would not have any obstacles, any barriers to come to church and grow in church. And often if somebody would ask me, well, but it's kind of obsolete. You can drink wine, and I said, or whatever, right? I say, I love you so much that I prefer not to do it, just for your personal sake. It's that, number one. Number two, you may be strong, and it can be okay for you to take a glass of wine, but the people that you're surrounded by, it may affect them. One of the examples is a family. You may be a strong person. Your wife or your husband may not be. Your children may actually see that example, and it'll give them an okay on doing that. And then that can lead themselves into trouble. And this is why I personally think that if there will be a situation that your friend, your coworker, your spouse, or your child one time, would start drinking, but in one of the conversations they would say, what, it's because you kind of did it, you okayed me to do that, and so it kind of led me into using alcohol, for fun, for pleasure. Then sometimes people run to alcohol for, as a functional savior. Something goes wrong, you go and drink. Something goes right, you go and drink and celebrate it. I would usually say, well, don't go cheap, man. Try not to do it, because there are so many different things how you can celebrate your life, without an alcohol. There are so many things how you can recover even on a bad day, without alcohol. So there are so many things. I love that really poster that once I saw on Facebook. It says, why start off your marriage with the number one reason that it kills it? And there was a picture of wine, like picture of alcohol, like being a part of it. So the question is, why would you want to do something that is, number one, causing reason for bad relationships, for crime, for divorces, and things like that? So it's valuing your reasons for that. Again, we're a healing community. We'd love to serve and love people through that. And often these questions, let me put gonna draw the line under that. It says, after these questions, after all of these questions are going to be the matter of your heart. The reason why you're going to do it. The heart, what's going on there is something that you just try to value, try to put to test your convictions, try to put to test your reasons why you want to do a certain thing you want to do, and you will see, if it comes out of a blessing and wanting to bless, or out of personal or selfish desires to please yourself. So stay in freedom, as it's written in Galatians chapter 5. Be in freedom, stay in freedom, but let not the freedom be an excuse to go into sin. Okay?